Experimentation with slime. Hi, I'm part of a group of scientists who work at the University of Colorado. Together, we're going to learn the basics of experimentation. To do that, we're going to pretend that our homes are a science lab. So, what is experimentation? Experimentation is what you do when you test out an idea or a method. It's what we do every day as scientists. Let's experiment with slime. First, we're going to make a normal slime recipe. You will need a bowl, a mixing spoon, PVA glue like Elmer's, borax, which you can find in the laundry aisle, water, food coloring if you have it, and a 1 tablespoon measure. Here's my mixing bowl. I've already marked this cup to measure 2 tablespoons. You're going to mix equal parts water and glue. Pour your 2 tablespoons of water into your bowl, then measure 2 tablespoons of glue, and pour it into your bowl as well. Next, we can add some color to our slime by adding 1 to 2 drops of food coloring. I'm using blue. Mix it up until the color looks even. If you lift some out of your spoon, you can see it's really runny. That will change in our next step, borax. We're going to make a solution of borax and water in our cup, or you can use a separate bowl. First, pour in 2 tablespoons of borax, then pour in 2 more tablespoons of water right on top of the borax. I'd recommend using the back of a clean spoon or a popsicle stick to stir it up. Once it dissolves milky white, pour your borax solution into your mixing bowl. If there's any borax left undissolved, just leave it out. Mix everything together with your spoon and squeeze out any excess water with your hands. Knead your slime until you get a good texture. Good job, you made slime. I can hear you saying, but what about the experimentation? Now remember, experimenting is just using your curiosity to test ideas. Some ideas could be to change a slime recipe. What if we didn't dissolve the borax? Let's pretend that we don't feel like mixing that borax separately. What happens? We'll call this experiment 1. We'll make the slime the same as before, except this time instead of dissolving the borax in water, we'll pour the water into the bowl and add the borax right on top. As I start to mix, you can see that the slime immediately formed where the borax touched the solution. I'm still going to try and mix it as evenly as possible and knead it with my hands. The result of our experiment is a slime that's pretty tough, with a bumpy texture. Let's experiment again. This time, what if we added more glue? Again, I've mixed it the same as before, except that I've added twice as much glue as water. Our glue is water-based, so that might explain why my solution is extra runny. I'll pour my borax and water solution in like normal. Practice your own observations as I stir it together. There's a bit more excess water to squeeze out of this slime. I think the texture is really nice. To the touch, it feels a lot like a rubber ball. So what have we learned? Let's go back and compare our conditions. Condition 1 was our normal slime. Then we changed our ingredients. First borax and then glue. Our pink slime was our glue condition, blue normal, and green borax. You can see that they all have slightly different ways that they squish. They do all break fairly easily and can be molded to come back together again. Our normal blue slime was the most stretchy. Our green borax slime was the most firm. It was fun to compare their bounciness too. You can drop it just like a ball. Our pink and our green slime bounced fairly well, but our blue slime made the biggest splat. I hope you've had fun with me using slime to experiment. Most of all, I hope you're inspired to ask questions and have new ideas of your own, just like a scientist.